everybody in. See, hope Instagram give us no problems. Welcome, welcome everybody.
Hey.
Hello, hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Y'all.
Jay, what's
Can
going
you hear me?
on?
Yes, I
Yeah.
can hear you.
Okay, yes. Okay. Try something new, got a mic, so try to keep profesh. Hello.
Hello. Oh my gosh, I'm so super excited to so we can have this conversation tonight. How are you doing, sweetie?
Girl, I'm good. Like, I'm in the middle of something right now, but we still about to get this cracking.
Listen. We gotta do what we gotta do. We're gonna definitely have this quick conversation. All right.
For real,
It looks nice.
Let's do it.
I know the sun looks so beautiful over there. Oh my God.
Where you guys at?
We're in New York.
Okay, yeah.
Yes,
I'm in
depressing, cold New York.
Yes. Look, I got my Ice Cube shirt. Yeah, I know I can't really see it because
LA.
got my Ice Cube on. All right, so guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another Indie Talks. All right, so I'm your host, Aasha Redway, and of course, my beautiful co-host,
Danielle Meeks.
Hey, Danny.
All right, so guys, you already know we are talking to some of the industry hit makers over here that's doing a thing, doing what they do best, giving their creative best in music, and basically just out here to have this conversation so that we could kind of dig and just let other artists who are watching or who love to pursue music just get an insight of your life and your career. So guys, we want to welcome Elan.
Hey, thank you.
Hey. So, okay, first off, so you're in LA, you already told us. I want to just jump into this. Let's talk about, first of all, you're an amazing artist. Oh my gosh, your visuals, everything from your sound to just your creativity in your writing. Let's talk about how you got started in music.
Thank you, girl. Thank you. Okay, so I started in 2019. I've always been like a music head. Like, I love singing always. And I always knew like, music will be like a part of me, but I never like knew the way. So I really started in like modeling and stuff, like, just walking to music and stuff. And I started acting and stuff, but it like those fields kind of found me like the drive and stuff to do music. So then I started in like a music program, and from there on, like my first record I cut with them was Fire. So I just felt like it's just was meant for me. So I've been sticking with it since then.
Okay. All right.
Well, how would you describe your sound? Because you have such like a unique sound.
Yes.
Thank you. I say really, I'm pretty versatile. I say I'm more mezzo soprano, but I'm versatile when it comes to like genres and stuff. But I say R&B is like my baby. That's my soft spot right there for sure.
Okay.
So speaking of being versatile, and like we do have a unique style, but when it comes to your music and developing, talk about not getting caught up in trends and holding your individuality.
Okay. So it's funny because I'm kind of struggling with that right now. Well, not struggling, but just trying to like figure it out because like the type of vibe that I like came out with and was introduced to the world with was like West Coast fun, like hip hop and all that. So it was turned. So really, like I'm trying to dive in like to my true like passion, which I said is like R&B. So right now, just releasing like what I truly love to do compared to like what people want to hear is kind of like what I'm trying to figure out right now. So it's definitely like making me like wonder what genre like I should really just stay intact with. But yeah, so it's definitely like
I feel like you're like just listening to like some of your songs, like you're like a multi-purpose artist. Like you can't put you in like one specific category,
Exactly.
Do you have one that you might feel you might be leaning a little bit more to, or you just kind of want to right now kind of sit in the box of, well, not be in a box, but sit in the area of like, you know what, let me just keep tapping into these different sounds.
I really feel like it comes down to just what people want to me to say, so I feel like really like I'm hard at anything. Like I'm hard with West Coast, with hip hop, with R&B, and I'm also like diving into pop more too. So I feel like I'm honestly hard when it comes to just creating any of those vibes, but definitely I feel like it's really what people want to hear me say, like my lyrics. So even if I like depending on whatever lyrics I want, it doesn't matter really what genre, as long as like the lyrics could stick with my fan base and my crowd. So
love it.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So I want to get into your latest single, Cry, because I want to understand, like, as far as like how was that writing process, because that song has such like a heavy message, and even just like the visual alone too has such like a heavy message. So I just want to get into as far as like how did you come up with the concept for that song?
Thank you. I'm glad you understood like what I was trying to portray with that record.
Yeah.
So Cry, I wrote this record in the beginning, like January. No, honestly, like February of last year. So I wanted to put it out this year, the top of this year, just to start my year off with just like, forgiveness, love, positivity. And I feel like this record was just like, I was just in my room and I was like, I wanted to connect with people. Like I still wanted to like I said, use lyricism that connects with my peers, honestly. But I wanted to like really connect with like older people and like hearts, So this song was just like I wanted to create something for God and just to touch people.
Yeah,
just despite on like the music I already been creating. We good? Okay. My bad. I told y'all I'm in the middle of something. I'm at the car little dealership thing right now, so
No problem.
Don't mind me.
Gotcha. And
But
also
yes.
not only that is just, because that Cry is definitely deep. And then of course you had other other singles, Low Life, that actually goes into the messaging and things of that nature, talking about relationships and where someone had you. Also, do these songs play into like your upcoming full-length project? Like how can you talk to us about where you want to kind of lead us into?
Right. So Low Life was actually on my debut EP. That was like my very first project, like as a whole, putting out. So my next like full project, really EP, is gonna be like I said, I want to step back into what I was introduced to, my West Coast vibe. So really the like Cry is that was just like just a single, like a single, just a single,
Okay.
Something to feel like. So when I do start releasing my West Coast vibe, like they go back to Cry and be like, okay, she could really create like a masterpiece,
Yeah.
So that's just a single. That's just for the world right now.
You just giving them a little taste.
Exactly.
Let me show you what I really do. Got you. All right.
Exactly.
Now, when can we expect this project?
Definitely this year. So I'm headed towards more to the end of the year, but I want to definitely put out some singles that are going to be on it for the summer. So
I was gonna say, are you gonna give us some nice Cali summer vibes?
Yeah, I need a little bop to
all that.
Like, okay,
y'all gonna feel me.
Of course, we already feel you. We
As
already
you
should.
God. Thank you.
All right. So first of all, I want to talk about your creative, not only the creative point of view, but talk about those who are working with you and behind you on all of your creativity, your team. So talk about having and working with a team, and what's the most important thing that stands out to you when picking your team.
Okay. I like people that really could just honestly, it first comes into believing in you, because really that's if you don't believe in someone, like, and you're investing your time and money, like, it's really like no point. So I feel like it starts off just believing in someone.
Wow.
Goddamn
What's going on, Fast?
No, but I feel like it starts off in believing somebody and like just believing in the vision,
Right.
So I think that's what it goes forward to, and then that allows you to put like that person like like as priority. Like I love being like my manager, like he's all into me, like he's all into creating and keep growing as a person, as an artist. So whatever it is, like to help me grow, he's down, like to invest, to do, to dig into, and to learn. So I feel like that's what it just all comes down to. Friends, family, anybody, like all just believing in you.
Do you and your manager ever like kind of like butt heads when it comes to certain like decisions that need to be made?
We never butt heads, but sometimes I'm hard headed, so it's kind of like you see in the long run, like really the managers, like they give you ideas and stuff, and you as an artist, it's like, oh no, but I want this, but it's like those ideas were just like it's an idea from somebody on the outside, so definitely, like I say, no, we don't butt heads, but it's times where like I am hard-headed and like, you know, I have to see in the long run. So
okay, gotcha.
For sure.
Right, because as an artist, you know, sometimes you guys, you know, you want what you want. Okay,
when you want it.
When you want it. Okay.
Right.
So talk about like your best or your worst moment creatively.
Oh my gosh. So these last 2 times I've been in the studio, I'm not even gonna cap to you. Like, I cut 2 records. One, not the last time, but the one before that. Like the engineer flaked, so my manager had to engineer, and oh my god, like I'm already a ass to my engineers because like I work fast. So like him, I was still an ass to him. Like I don't care if he's my manager or nothing, but it kind of just distracted me. Like, and I wasn't really in the full zone to like make that record what I wanted it to be. And same with the last time, like my stomach started hurting, so I wasn't really in the zone. So I say these last 2 recent times, but usually when I cut, like I cut what I hear and what I want. So, and it's always like it comes out beautiful. So,
what's your vibe when you are making a record? Like, how does what's the mood what's
you need candlelight? Dim lights.
I have to stand up. I really like the lights off. I like to have water and tea, and I like the monitor, like the computer inside there with me, so I can see what they're doing. And that's really my vibe, because like I'm really like controlling on like what I want.
Do you have like any outside people, like maybe like friends or any like type of guests there to kind of liven it up?
Not really. Like, I go to the studio by myself. I don't really take people with me.
Listen, keep it work.
Keep it all work. Okay.
I have a party on my dime.
Exactly.
Take it up on studio. No, studio time ain't cheap. Okay.
Right, man.
All right.
And they're recording like they cutting and stuff. They're recording like they doing something. Like, no.
Not on my watch. Okay. All right. So my question to you is like with you first coming out and putting out your first single to EP all the way up to this point. Talk about the in between, the growth from seeing where you started up to this point.
I definitely say I am still learning the business. So like stepping into into music, I started off in a music program. So it kind of like taught me like when you do release your first record, like the gist of it and like the ins and outs of it, but I didn't really know the full business. So now at this point, like it's like learning more, but like I'm more intact to like what has to be done to sell records, to stream and everything. So
okay, so you definitely trying to know more about the distribution side and things of that nature.
People keep
how
calling
the
me.
Streaming works. So
exactly.
And now, as a young woman in this industry, how do you make yourself to have your voice heard when it comes to certain things? Because, you know, sometimes men, they feel like, oh, she's a woman, she don't know what she's talking about, we don't need to listen to her. How do you make your voice?
In my lyrics, I try to like just be me. It's the flavor and the accent and the undertones of how I deliver the vocals. Sorry, what's the last thing you heard? My bad. People keep calling me.
So the last thing that you said was in your lyrics, and then all of a sudden it kind of cut out a little bit.
Okay, so I tell myself like in my lyrics, like the way that I deliver my lyrics, from the lingo to like the undertone and how like I sing them. So I definitely think that like that expresses me right now, like just my sound, really, my sound and my lyrics.
Okay, so when you're working, so say that because you know the music industry male dominated. So when you're working with other men or in other that's like surrounded to you in the music, how do you let them know like, hey, this is exactly what I want as a woman, and without being like feeling like you're being pushed over or anything of that nature?
Yeah.
I honestly walk in the room like just as a boss, like, you know, as a star. So I really feel like just my energy reflects off of like, oh, like my work, you know. So I feel like my energy, like it reflects off of my work, you know. So when I do work, it's like oh, she know what she doing. Like, she not just talking, you know. Really,
and they know
like,
to respect you as soon as
They
you.
know to respect, exactly.
I really inspire most of the men like that I've been working with or been around. It's like I'm inspiring to them, so I haven't really came across that type of energy.
That's good.
I love that. Thank goodness.
Because, you know, they be trying to cut up in this industry.
Girl.
We hear a lot of stories. So the one thing I definitely want to ask, you know, thank you so much for joining us. I know it's crazy, you're busy, things of that nature. Talk about the biggest sacrifice you actually had to make, because we understood that you had to go through you went through a music program up to this point that you're working and developing your own music. Talk about the biggest sacrifice that you had to make in order just to continue to pursue your career.
I say really it comes to, okay, we could say school. Like school, I started school right when I started music. So a week after I dropped my first single, I started college, like in Grambling State. So I'm in Louisiana type shit. So really during COVID, you know, I feel like that kind of just stopped my grind, and like it made me want to just focus on music more, you know. It stopped like my dream of like it didn't stop it. It definitely didn't stop it, because I went to school for mass communication. So like either way, it's like I want to learn more about the music industry, the entertainment, everything. But I feel like just like wanting to be like a full established artist, I feel like I had to like just sacrifice school and like studying online. You know, I had to focus on writing music and being in the studio all the time. You know, so I feel like that's one of the sacrifices I've came across like within these years. But other than that, it's really like you gotta cut your friends off. You gotta be around just positive energy all the time. So yeah.
That is true, and sometimes you have to like have that like tunnel vision and focus, and it's like you can't like your friends, if they're really gonna be your friends, they have to understand and they can't feel any type of way. Because just know like this is you're trying to chase your dreams.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And that's what everything. How do you continue to reinvent yourself?
I just continue just to grow, and I like to just experience different things. Like I like to be around different things, so it helps me come up with more lyrics. It helps me, you know, like I like failure. It helps me learn what to talk about. So I feel like honestly, like just growing as a person is just helping me develop into like the woman and the artist that I want to be. Like,
yes.
I love it. I also want
to these hard questions and I gotta answer them. Like,
listen, we support our artists, and there's people that ask these questions and want to know certain things. Right. So you know, we appreciate you definitely sharing your perspective, your journey with us, so that we can be able to give it to others as well, because we need them to understand, you know, what it's like. Everybody has a different pathway in which, you know, their journey of music, but you know, it's good to hear inspiring stories, because you know, everybody's journey is not the same.
For sure.
So I want to talk about your visuals a little bit. Before we close out, I want to kind of touch base, because first of all, the quality is amazing.
Yes.
Talk about your visuals.
It's giving theatrics.
Talk about your concepts and how you come and develop your plan, your strategy, in becoming to give it to your audience.
Okay. So my music video, it stems off of me literally sitting alone, like just locking in with myself and like figuring out, okay, what's next? You know, we always need a visual what the song that we're gonna drop, especially if we want them to feel it. Like feel it, you drop it with a video more. So I really like to. I'm like I said, I started off in acting. So like I've already like been around and I've learned like how to create in pre-production, production, and post-production of like, you know, of cinematic stuff. So basically, like I just take my song and I create my own story. I figure out 3 scenes and I wanted something different to make me like stand out. And like I don't really like just to run and gun or just to stand in front of a car and just perform. Like I like to think of a story, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's just what it comes down to, just speaking of a story and putting it together and just believing in God. That's what it comes to.
Amen. Oh,
Yes.
Sure.
So when it comes to your treatments, you're solely creating the treatment.
Yes.
Okay.
Even when it like even down to when we actually shoot, and it's like I'm telling the director, okay, you sure about this? Because I want it to be right here, or you think we should do this? Like, I'm always like bossy, especially when editing too. So the edits you see, all that, it's like it's all me. It's my creation. It's like,
ooh.
you know.
She's
I
an
hear that.
artist. She's the producer,
Director.
No, for real.
the editor. Jesus, what can you not do, girl?
Listen, I love it. I love it. It's giving boss. Okay.
Yeah. That's exactly what it's giving.
It's
Now,
definitely giving boss.
say that again.
Wait,
You guys hear me?
Not really.
not really.
Yeah.
We good?
Yes, we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay.
If there's
Okay, my
one
bad.
thing that you can change about your journey,
Uh-huh.
you could do differently, what would it have been?
I'd say it would be just to not be so. Here you go. Out of the 50. To not be so like stubborn on who I work with and who I'm around. I feel like I need to be in the room with everybody, even an aspiring writer or an aspiring singer. You know, just to inspire her or just to get like inspired by her. So I feel like it's never a limit on your creativity and who you collaborate with. So I definitely say like I'm working on that more. So y'all see more features from me and all that.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
I love it. And then lastly, I know, so just really quickly, the last question that we always ask our artists is that, you know, we always want you to give some type of encouraging words to other artists who are looking to either take their music more seriously or looking to way to just basically kind of level up on their music. What encouraging words can you provide to upcoming artists?
Whoever you post, because whoever you support, that's not your friend. Like all these celebrities y'all be posting and supporting, you feel me? Look at them. Look at how they post, what their captions. Look at like their Apple Music page, what type of picture they have up. Like, if you want to be an artist, you have to like post like an artist. Everything that an artist does, even if you're not even on their level. Like, so when I started off, like when I dropped my first song, So Cocky, it's like I made my bio how I looked at Rihanna because I love Rihanna. So like her SoundCloud, like it says official SoundCloud of Rihanna. I did that with mine, like official SoundCloud of Naliyah Elan. So like everything that that an artist does, like when it comes to posting and just everything and like promoting content, I incorporate it to myself, and I feel like that's what people should be doing.
Yes,
Just be professional. Like if you look at my page, it's like I'm really in that, like I'm an artist, like, you know, but I make it look good. When people look at my page, it's like the first thing they say is, oh, she's an artist. Like, oh, what does she do? Like, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what you have to do. It's inevitable.
Oh, talk it, girl. Preaching.
Chills. All right. I love it.
Uh-oh.
What happened? What happened? Is it gonna cut out?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Is it? Oh, okay. We got her. We got her. We got her. We was nervous.
I'm not one.
We was nervous.
No, y'all good. My bad.
No, you're good. So we want to say, first of all, thank you so much for definitely coming through, having the conversation with us. We're going to go ahead and try to wrap up. We just want to give you time to kind of drop anything you got going on, share any of your spaces with the audience. And we thank you guys for tuning in with this conversation with us. We love you. Support. Thank you.
You got to act like you got 5 million followers. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I want to say thank you guys. Just keep everybody that's tapped in with me, that's on this live right now watching me. Like, I really appreciate you, and I promise I won't let you down. Like, we made a bangers. Like, we make bangers over here. So if you fuck with me and you fuck with like what I'm doing, then just keep fucking with me. Like, no matter what. If like this song I just dropped, Cry, it's a little different. It's a little off, but it's still fire. So you just gotta you gotta work with me, and you're gonna see like how I'm progressing as an artist. So definitely, I love y'all, and stay tuned. And thank you guys for having me.
Yes. Cry is
Of
definitely,
course.
it's like one of those songs like when you want to talk to God and you just have it
Exactly.
out.
You just have it out.
And I think I said a couple cuss words in there too. So it's like, we still being ourselves, but we being real. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just having that one-to-one. It's just like, you talking
Exactly.
with God. It's like you having that one-to-one with your bestie or whoever, just like, yo, I'm just keeping 100 with you. God, I don't want to strangle some people. I know it says thou shalt
It's
not
hard
kill.
out here.
Forgive me. Lord, forgive me.
Right.
Exactly.
I had one of those moments today. Your song just came to me today. I'm telling you, it was perfect.
For real.
So first of all, Naliyah Elan, thank you so much for coming through, guys. Please, we tell people at the end of our life every week. Listen, we bring on here nothing but pure quality artists. Please go support their music. Please not just download, just don't stream. Please purchase. Every artist I support, I make sure I'm purchasing the music. Trust me.
All that.
So please, like she said, do what you got to do to support. Repost, stream, download, purchase. Let's make sure that we're continuing to support these amazing artists, okay? Because being an independent artist is not cheap.
It's not cheap.
It's not cheap. It's not easy.
One more time. Say that one more time. For sure.
Being an independent artist is
I
not.
hope y'all heard me in the back. All right. So thank you so much, guys. If you have not followed GNSRS, please follow GNSRS. We're always supporting independent artists. Make sure you hit the follow button. Come through on our Music Fridays. We have our indie talks like we had with this beautiful sensation here, and also on our Genius Music Monday. So make sure you hit the follow button. Stay tuned. We're always supporting our indie artists. All right. So Naliyah, thank you so much for joining the live with us. We hope you have enjoyed the rest of your day. We're gonna let you go because I know you over here got the wind whipping through your hair trying to get to where you're going.
All right, bye y'all.
All right, have a good one.
Bye. Oh, Lord, here we go.
The extra zoom.
Oh, I could never win for losing, I swear. Okay, all right. We're good. Okay.
Yes. All right, yo. First of all, I get so excited for all of our talks.
I enjoy this.
It's just amazing. We find some really amazing artists like that really just do some fire music that really just have a great vibe,
a great message.
Yes, and I love it, and I definitely want to see more from her. I definitely truly support her artistry. So I can't wait to see her on on the Grammys. I can't wait to see her performing on the music awards and things of that nature, because she definitely has the style, she has the personality, and she definitely has the music, the quality of music. So we love to continue to support you and see more from you.
Yes.
All right. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Please make sure you tune in next week. We have an amazing, listen, we already know we got no other than Jay Holiday that's going to be coming through on the platform.
It's giving Throwback Thursday.
Girls.
Nostalgia.
Okay? So Jay Holiday will definitely be coming through. So guys, please, next week, please tune in if you can. And definitely, guys, if you got any questions, anything, and also if you're an artist that's on this live as well and you want to sit down with your girls and you got great music, all right, guys, go to the Book Us Now tab in our profile so you can pick a date. All right, so guys, we got you. So you already know what it is. Danielle, any last words, sis?
You have to send your music over too.
Yes, you have to sing your music. It is there. We have to sit and listen to your music and review your music. Okay, guys, because we gotta have good music. That's one thing about it. All right. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. You already know what it is. Okay, Genius. All right, I'm your host, Aasha Redway.
And your girl, Danielle Meeks, with the mic.
Yes, with the whisper. Okay. All right, so guys.
The late night radio voice.
Oh, yes. Start that around 10 o'clock. Yeah. All right. So, all right, guys. So you already know what it is. What? Real music, real people,
style. Girl.
or real style and real people. Oh, I'm getting my own slogan messed up. Oh my God. Real music,
real style,
real people. And it don't get no realer than this. So guys, thank you for joining us tonight. Until next time, you already know what it is. Peace.